Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey from Ripe Color, and
This is Nancy Jean in the garden.
we are the Daily Duo, and we read on 5 energies daily: body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity. I read 5 tarot cards. Nancy Jean reads 5 crystals in the garden. We both offer private readings. We both offer physical goods in the physical world. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. Please become members of our respective channels. Do you want to say anything today?
Oh, yes. We were doing birthdays for a while, but what would happen is people wouldn't, we record these in advance, 15 days in advance. And so people would write me, oh, remember me on my birthday. And we've already recorded that day. So I don't want to hurt people's feelings. So I wrote back to everybody who wanted to have their birthday acknowledged and said, I'm acknowledging your birthday. So I stopped doing the birthdays because I was feeling bad about it. And also this month in particular, I didn't include any of the astrologic aspects because this is a month where this is a period of time where all the big outer planets go retrograde, and that's not a big deal for us. It's not like Mercury's retrograde right now, but all retrograde means is to redo, rethink, rework, and then move forward. And if you've been rethinking and redoing, you can move forward now. So we're kind of leaving the astrology out of it for the moment. I'm going to be reading the garden. I'm making a commitment to do it every Thursday at 1 p.m. In Central Daylight Time, where I am. And I'll put up notices about it. So if you subscribe to my channel and click the little bell, because people say I don't get notifications. If you don't get notification, go check and make sure somehow or another YouTube decides to unring people's bells.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, they mess with you a lot.
Yeah, and I have a series called Tarot Tuesdays where I'm going through the entire deck, and I have a different guest every week. So please check that out. And if you have other ideas about other things that you'd like to see on my channel, write me a private email, Jeffrey@ripecolor.com, and we could work it out. Ta-da. Oh, and I also offer IET, which I don't even talk about. I hardly ever talk about. I have to do a video on that. So IET is a healing modality which can help you to move energy, right? So basically, you ask the angels for what you'd like to receive first, and then you'd also ask them for what you'd like to release or let go of, and then I can administer that remotely.
Right.
And it works. It's really, really powerful. I do it on myself every day. Okay. So let's get on with the 22nd.
So now
I've already
we're
shuffled.
on with just our straight old readings and let it go. Okay.
Yes.
This is the 22nd.
Wow. Wow. Well, you'd think by this time I would know what all the little things mean. I don't though.
No.
Because I think it's because it's just, I can't really see. Okay. But I have 5 different cards that are like in 5 different places also.
I mean, you have 5 only children on your board.
Yeah.
Don't belong in the same.
So for body, I have this energy of, I've got to get to a place that's calmer. I've got to, it's almost like your body is saying, I really need to go to, I need to take care of myself today. I need to take care of myself today, right? Body, mind, ready?
Yep. Kind of.
Mind is like, okay, you know what I think actually? It's like I got this, something new is coming through in my crown, maybe because I took care of my body and maybe I went to a safe place. So I was able to like really get a brainstorm and say, I've been thinking about this all wrong. And I think I need to like plant new seeds. I think I need to like look at it from a completely different perspective. Maybe there's something from the outside that came through that helped me to see it, in a new way.
Mhm.
Mind. Spirit is like, the promise is here for you. I feel like, though, the promise is here for you, but you have to get on the right road. That's how it feels. It's like, yeah, everything that you desire can be here for you, but it feels like, because between this and this beforehand, it's like, your intent is like you're heading in the right direction, but I think you need to like realign as to how you're going to get there, or something like that. Body, mind, spirit. Grounding. I mean, it's really a weird day. Grounding, right? I mean, this is not exactly a grounding card.
No, she's floating in the air with the four
Yeah,
saints
she's
around her.
floating in the air. Yeah. So you know what I think this is? Okay. Body, because I try to read it as, it has to make sense. So, keep calling. I don't know who you are, but keep calling. I get so many robocalls, I can't even tell you. Oh, for Dyson vacuums, for car insurance, all kinds of shit I don't need. All right. Once I don't know how to turn it off. I'm all fucked up today. All right. Sorry. I think it fit with the reading.
Maybe it's a reflection of the reading.
Yeah. You have to be safe in yourself and in your thoughts and in your mind and your body. And once that happens, then new thoughts are going to be able to come through, even though they seem like they're out of the blue. Okay. And then that will lead you toward, where you want to be, because there's an old thought pattern, or an old way of thinking, and an old way of doing things that's done. But that's fine, because you learned something from it. And now you're on a different path. And that's why this comes through. Like, I'm going to cut through, it's like, oh, I never thought of doing it like that. I never thought of doing it. I never had that sort of, it's almost like it kind of comes out of the ether. Like it comes out of the ether. It says, no, look at it from a completely different perspective. I think that's what's going on. I think there's this whole new perspective that's going to come through and lead you toward where you need to go.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with robocalls.
No, although those are often misleading. Yeah, today is crazy. I don't know if you saw it. I kind of nudged the values towards the heart, the grounding stone towards the heart, but it actually fell off the garden. We have no grounding today.
Oh.
Here, it's way off here off the thing.
Well, if somebody calls on the phone and offers you like your salvation, the answer is no.
No, I don't think so. And this card, the clarity, is in restate and past, and clarity and restate and past is the ultimate confusion. It says dilemma is not well defined, and it said use lessons from the past to try and pull yourself out of this, but you have no grounding to go back to what worked. You've got a whole new sense of your body and yourself emerging right now, coming out of the earth, and physical changes are coming. You just have to be patient right now. They're not here. Nothing's here like it's supposed to. Our spirit's even misleading us. Our spirit has fallen into false. It says spirit's just not aligned with the situation, but when the spirit's in your heart, it also should mean spirit can create and make the heart feel alive. So some part of us is feeling very cut off from everything we've ever known, and we're not quite sure how to get there because we have no grounding. Remember, it rolled off the board. So where is your mind in this? And it's not helping much. The mind is in the present. It says signs and clues are present right now, but the future, because of land in the future too, it says think about all these things in a future sense. So this is a day where you're going nowhere and you're feeling like you're drifting. I think that's what the world card being in finally in grounding. You're drifting out in
Yeah.
space. You're drifting out there in space and saying, okay, things are going to be confusing. But the brightest spot in this is where the values we're trying to get to, the heart, and when it says that spirit makes the heart become alive. So I would say today would be another day to go out and hug a tree and connect physically to the world so your body can emerge more into the world, because it's just going to be kind of a crazy, the energies are just going to be not conducive to
Yeah,
staying
well,
grounded.
because maybe that's what that first card was about, right? Because the Six of Swords, I mean, has a lot of meanings, but it's really about going to a place
Mhm.
that's safer, that's more tranquil, that's, all I know. Yeah, so,
You're not quite there yet. Some of the
right.
thing, and some of the things you're thinking are going to actually seem kind of a little bit crazy to you. I mean, but the
But
thoughts will
sometimes we need a little crazy to like shake up our, right? To
That's right.
like, to see crazy, to like say, okay, I don't want that, or that's interesting, or I never thought of it like that, a little bit like
Mhm.
that. So sometimes it's good to see crazy.
Yeah. So, and if you're feeling ungrounded, it's because you're floating in space, and your value, your grounding stone for your values is not on the board.
Mhm. All right, well, and don't pick up, so that's the other thing. There are so many scammeroonies. If you don't know the number, don't pick up the phone.
Mhm.
Like, you don't know the number, don't pick up the phone. If it's really important, they're gonna leave you a message.
That's right.
All right. I don't know
Have a
what to
good
name it,
day.
but we'll figure it out.
And
Blessings.
we're leaving you that message today. So bye-bye.